Buyer's Remorse.
Hello and welcome to Buyer's Remorse. I'm Justin.
I'm Darren.
On Buyer's Remorse, we find games that are hidden in each other's libraries and make each other play them for 60 minutes to see if they are a wonderful buyer's confirmation or a dreaded buyer's remorse. What game did I choose for you?
Zombie Driver HD.
I think this is a bit of revenge for Zombie Car Massacre that I had to do. Tell us about Zombie Driver HD.
Okay.
First off, is it HD? Is it really high def? Or does the HD stand for something else?
Yeah, I don't know. These questions remain unanswered.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Maybe there's a Zombie Driver, and then this is the level up. It looks alright.
Are you a zombie driving, or are you driving and running over zombies?
You're driving and running over zombies.
Okay, so very similar to Zombie Car Massacre. What do the zombies look like?
So I think they're like, a lot of them, there's a lot of American football players. There's guys in big shoulder pads and red jerseys and stuff like that. I think there's some cheerleaders. There's, what do you call them? The boomers from, not those boomers, but the boomers from Left 4 Dead. Do you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Yes, but quite a while
The boomers
ago.
are the big fat guys that are full of gas and they explode.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm guessing there are more enemies, but I just didn't see any more.
Are you near a football stadium?
It's just a big city.
Okay.
So it's just basically a big map that doesn't change, but it's complicated, man. The map is it's like a rabbit's warren. So basically I don't know where I got this from. Do you have this?
I don't think so, but I'd have to check.
Probably from Fanatical, I'm guessing. But it's $10 on the Steam store page. And that's a bit steep for me. I definitely wouldn't have paid $10 for it. So, and it's done by people called XOR Studios. So, I don't know what else they've done. I've certainly never heard of them before. But basically, you start out, you're a taxi driver. And so, you are just bam, you're in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. It's there's a bit of kind of that panel animation, comic book animation where there's text and a panel, and a zombie outbreak has happened and everyone's changing into zombies. And so you get in your taxi and then you get a call from the army who are basically the mayor is trapped in his limousine. Go and help him out. And so you help him out, and then he's like, all right, I'll give you cash if you kill zombies, because you're good at this. And then you get a few Travis Bickle lines, and then you automatically, within 2 levels, you're upgrading your car to a new car.
Are they actual Travis Bickle lines, or just things that sound like they could be?
It's just basically people getting in your taxi and no, I am talking to you. Okay, yeah. And so it's one of these games where it's just get a car, splatter zombies everywhere, get bucks for that, pick up cash, unlock new car through missions, upgrade car, ad infinitum.
And is it always the same map?
Yeah, it is always the same map, which is going to be helpful because that's the only big problem that I have with this game. I've got a few problems with the game.
Is it a big map?
It is pretty big. There's a lot of streets on it. It's basically the map is the game's biggest kind of pitfall, I guess. When you pull out the map, nothing pauses, right? So you're still driving. And it's a top-down game, right? So you're looking at the map.
Original GTA
style, right?
Okay.
And so one thing is that when you are driving, the main HUD does not pull back as you speed up to reveal more of the map, so that you know when a turn is coming up. And you can really book it in these cars, man. You've got nitro, and you can boost, and I was just crashing into everything, man. Everything. Especially because when you press tab to bring up the map, and the map covers most of the screen, but you're still moving. And so you have to know, okay, I'm heading south, so that means if I want to go west, then I got to take a right, not a left, because everything's reversed. And so it's just, and you're moving so fast, it gets really complicated. And like I said, that map is just, it looks like a microchip circuit, like a circuit board. It's just things going everywhere. And so your other option is, okay, well, rather than crash into everything, just stop. But then all the zombies come and mob your car. Basically, they damage your car, and so you need to repair it and stuff.
I was just about to ask if damage is an issue. Yeah,
it is, but it isn't. So when you're going down, you can gun it at 250 kilometers an hour straight into a brick wall, and nothing happens. But a zombie comes up and punches your car, and you lose a little bit of health. It's like, okay, fair enough. I mean, that's good. Otherwise, this game could get really old fast. But yeah, so the story starts. There's army everywhere, but the army doesn't seem to do anything. There's tanks, there's helicopters, but they're all just parked at the side of the road. They don't help you. Maybe you can get a tank later. I don't know. But in my hour, I only got to level 6, and then I couldn't get past that because it just gets way too hard. And I think I would have to, because my problem was using the map. And so there's so many zombies everywhere, you don't really have time to use the map. And so I think, but because it's always the same map, which is what you said before, I think you get to a point where you'll have landmarks and you kind of know where you're supposed to be going. And the missions might overlap and it'll be, go back to that same house again. I kind of know the way there. I think an hour wasn't long enough for my old brain to remember the map well.
Does the map guide you?
There's map markers on the map, but they would do... Oh, no. And they are on the HUD as well. So there'll be like a pedestrian sign. That's basically like a mission that you got to go and pick up someone. And so that will be on your main HUD, but when you pick up the map, it will show you exactly where that pedestrian is. But yeah, getting there, there's you have to really go out of your way sometimes, and it'll be way off. And you're like, I'm not even going in the right direction, but the road loops around in that way. So yeah, the roads are really confusing.
What do you mean when you say level 6?
Well, every day there's a mission, and so basically you rescue every time you complete a mission, you get paid, and then you go to your garage, right? You park the car in your kind of safe zone, and then you've got a nice set of options to spend your cash on. There's 8 different things that you can do. You can up your nitrous fuel tank so you can boost for longer. You can get bigger clips for your miniguns. You can get bigger tanks for your flamethrowers. You can get more armor, more speed. There's a bunch of power-ups basically. And then when you're ready to continue, it's it's day 2. And so I got to day 6.
Okay. I didn't know if it was an RPG level.
All right, yeah. No.
You as a driver are level 6, or if it was missions, you got to missions. So
it
day
is basically,
6
it's like mission 6. Every day there's a different mission. And
are there any cutscenes?
No, but there's like I said, there's these comic book kind of style panels that you get.
Do you get one between each day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's always, it's fully voiced as well, and there's a bit of blurb kind of the guy reads to you, which I've always found annoying. Just either have an option to switch it off or whatever way it comes. Because when I'm listening to someone, I'm reading it and I can only read it at the pace that person is talking at. But if he's not talking, then I can read it. I don't know. I'm just stupid. Anyway, So yeah, and the good thing is the missions are pretty varied. So save the mayor in the first one, which was a lot of fun. And then the second one is you get a call there's an SOS on spray painted on top of this house. There must be survivors. Go and get them. Then the next mission is there's this giant zombie baby on the streets. And so he's just by the side of the road. He's a kind of a boss fight. Go and take him out. So you do that, and then there's another mission was a hive where zombies are kind of spawning out of it, and so you can't actually clear the area until you've dealt with that hive. And I think the next mission was whatever it was, and that was pretty much where I got kind of screwed because I just couldn't navigate the map well enough, and I kept on dying. And that was pretty. And to be fair, I didn't have a lot of time left, so that was exactly like 61 minutes.
Okay. So now that you've played it,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that you will go back to it? Have you gone back to it?
I only played it, I think I only played this like a couple of days ago. I haven't, but I haven't uninstalled it. I probably will go back to it, if only to take screenshots of the, there's these hint pages that come up, like in between loading levels, where they've got all the information that you need for that level, but it flashes up on the screen for like 1.2 seconds and then it disappears. And so that was maybe one thing that's going to become an issue later on, is I think that's got important information for the mission. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just fluff. But there was like diagrams and there was like things and there was a lot of text to read. And by the time I'd even looked at this picture and like absorbed kind of there's a whole thing here, it was just gone. And we were in the next page. So that was a problem. I would like to go back and see if I can get past level 6. Because, yeah, like I said, I think I failed twice. But I think I just need more time.
Would you recommend this to me?
Yeah. I think, what was that other one you played? Zombie
Car Massacre.
Zombie Car Massacre. I think you'd have a better time with this. I think I got the good one out of these ones.
I don't know. My only hesitation is that it's top-down driving. I don't like that.
Okay.
So I'm a bit worried that I might not like it because of that. But if I do happen to have it in my library, then it would be worth trying, I guess.
I mean, I guess that's not fair to say that. It is top-down driving.
Yeah.
But the map is kind of almost like 2.5D. So it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like the road is 2-dimensional, top-down. But your car is slightly 3-dimensional. Like everything's a little bit 2.5D'd. And so,
Okay.
but it's still, for all intents and purposes, it still behaves like a top-down driving game.
Right.
But it's not like GTA where it would be just like the tops of buildings you're looking at. You see the sides of houses and things.
Right. But I think my bigger problem would be, does the map turn with you?
No.
So when you are going down on the screen, you have to reverse in your head whether you're going left or right. That's always been a problem for me, and that's where I think that I will lose it. Original GTA was kind of fun, but it kind of lost me because of that, but also because of the fact that just everything was so small, it's kind of hard to see what was going on.
Right.
Would you recommend it to other people?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not a bad game at all.
What price would you give it then? Because you think that 10 is a bit too much. 10
is a lot, actually. I mean, considering what you can buy for $10, like, I'd say probably, I mean, it depends on how long it takes to finish it and what kind of, if you're into these kind of games or whatever. But I think 5 would be fair.
So 50% off.
Yeah. If you can get it on a sale for 50% or in a bundle like I did, or probably a 90%, like maybe $1. I'm sure I wouldn't have paid more than $1 for this. Then yeah, go for it. It's a lot of fun. Everything's fully voiced. It's very frantic. There's a lot of blood and gore, and like you just driving through like hordes of zombies and just like splattering them all over the road, all over your paintwork is really satisfying. The weapons feel powerful. It's kind of like like the blood frenzy from like Brain Dead or like Evil Dead, like when he just goes nuts. If you like that kind of stuff, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And it looks like there's probably a lot more cars, and it looks like there'll be a lot more weapons, because I watched the trailer and they've got missiles and stuff. So there's definitely more to the game to be discovered. So yeah, I would say if you like your gore zombie if you've played Carmageddon in the past, then this might be fun.
What 3 tags would you give it?
I came prepared for this one. Top-down driving splatterfest.
Okay, Splatterfest. That should be a new tag. Steam, we want Splatterfest.
We want Splatterfest.
And buyer's confirmation or buyer's remorse?
Sorry, Justin. This is definitely confirmation.
Buyer's confirmation.